New at noon, concerns today about the cold weather and Wisconsin's many construction projects.
Jonah Kaplan explains drivers have a lot of questions about delays and orange barrels.
The DOT not necessarily thankful for cold weather before Thanksgiving. It does affect some of the construction, but as long as it's dry, DOT officials, they expect everything to go pretty much on schedule.
Expect crews to layer up as they lay down the asphalt. Unless the polar vortex returns, the projects keep their green light.
We are not stopping construction on the Zoo interchange, and work will continue on the home bridge right through the winter months into the spring months.
Like schools with snow days, the DOT builds in extra time to allow for delays. Cold temperatures by themselves, however, could freeze some progress.
The challenges that you'll face there is the concrete may take longer to cure. It may be a little more difficult to coordinate when you get your materials in because you do need to leave items to cure longer. So instead of having a 24-hour period which you can't put equipment on, maybe you have a 72-hour window.
That could mean longer ramp closures, and that's something people will notice. Drivers we spoke with today have other questions too.
If you look at what happened last winter, winter before that, you end up with barrels all the way down the highway that are covered in snow. The poor plow drivers have to drive around these things. They're tossed off to the side. So yeah, it's like, okay, so when are these things going to leave?
DOT officials explain the cones and barrels will stay as long as work is being done, even if you don't see it.
And here's something significant. The orange cones don't belong to the DOT. They're actually owned by the contractors. So if a project is done and the cones are still there, it's up to that contractor to pick them up. But if they're still there, don't worry. It's not on the taxpayer's dime. In West Allis, Jonah Kaplan, today's TMJ4.
All right, Jonah, thank you. DOT officials say they do plan to work closely with plows around their work zones. By the way, DOT does not own those plows. Individual cities and counties, of course, handle those operations.
All this cold